There's a couple of unwritten rules when it comes to cruising the cyberspace. The first is always have an ad blocker installed. Hey Kata. She heard the word ad blocker and she was coming in here to let you all know how important it is. I don't know what kind of monster could actually enjoy the modern internet without an ad block. It's just a miserable experience, a giant headache. But the second unwritten rule that not as many people talk about is never go on Twitch without being logged in. It's scary. Twitch has this tendency to recommend the most odd streams to you, like streams that'll have like 3 or 4 viewers. Whenever I'm not logged in, I get recommended the weirdest channels I've ever seen. It's kind of like that whole trend back on YouTube, don't FaceTime Freddy Fazbear at 3 a.m., he came to visit. That's like Twitch when you're not logged in. Except you're always visited by one streamer in particular. Her name is Taylor, and you may have heard of her before because a couple times over the last year people have talked about what she does there because it's very weird. And anytime I make the mistake of being on Twitch without being logged in, hers is the first recommended channel for some reason. Every time without fail, no matter like what computer I'm on, for some reason Twitch is really fixated on recommending her channel, and it's not just to me. This is how so many people found her channel and started talking about it. So when I saw her name pop up, I recognized it and I got curious. This was like 3 months ago now. So 3 months ago, I clicked on her stream to see what the controversy was. Like, what does she do that makes people so upset? And what I found is pretty shocking.
Though. Alright, so we're going... because they're not ready. Some people are ready, some people are not ready. Alright, so let's get this ball rocking and rolling. Alright, so let's go, guys, let's go! You're not ready, you better be ready, guys! You better be ready. We have to be ready. I thought we were ready. I think it's time. It is time. It is more than past the time. Guys, literally it is past the time. We have to go. We have to do this.
She is a hot tub streamer. However, she is a very different kind of hot tub streamer, like the next evolution, like the final form, raid boss of hot tub streaming. It's actually more like an abstract idea of a hot tub streamer. It's very avant-garde. So she'll stream for like 4 or 5 hours, but she never actually shows herself. You only ever see her arm. She stands off to the side and for 4 hours will hype up the chat like, hey, it's time, alright, enough stalling, I know I was a little long in the setup today, but now it's time to get in the hot tub, so spam 1 if you're ready to see me get into the hot tub and do some squats, spam 1. And it's nothing but stalling endlessly. I guess the idea is to prolong blue balls from the horny chatters that just want to jerk off to the hot tub streamer, and she'll milk them for 4 hours, up to 6 hours. I think her world record so far, her personal best, is 6 hours of stalling, and then I think she usually comes on at the very end for about like 10 minutes or so before wrapping. It is baffling. Now, I'm not just trying to start a witch hunt here, and I don't want anyone to harass her. I just wanted to showcase this because I found it so odd and interesting.
Alright, so, type 1 if you guys are ready to move. Alright, we're gonna hit it and quit it. There are no ads. I mean, there was ads, guys. I can see it on my desktop. Alright, so, we want more ads, no more ads. You just have to hit it, guys. We just have to hit it. We just have to hit it. It is time to hit it and quit it, guys. It is time to hit it and quit it. So, it is time. Remember, Lane Calm 2023 is here. What a way.
This is footage I captured from right now. So she starts usually around like 9 a.m. EST and she'll go till like 2 p.m. without ever showing herself apparently. It is incredible. I have a couple conspiracy theories I'll share in a moment, but you can see she's already been doing this for over 3.5 hours. It's such an interesting hustle that I don't fully understand. So my conspiracy theory is that it was pre-recorded. I think she does do some streams that have to be pre-recorded because there's just no way. And the minimal interaction with chat, as well as like some subs that she doesn't thank, makes me really feel like there is an element of pre-recorded video to this, which I'm not positive on. That's of course me just putting on the tinfoil hat and speculating. I just can't fully wrap my tiny little reptile brain around the concept of this, because she's making significantly less money from the people in chat than she would if she was just a normal hot tub streamer. This like baiting for 4 to 6 hours doesn't work out super well because people are constantly filtering in and out and getting upset at her. And there's not a whole lot of sub activity from it either. So it feels like it's just counterintuitive. It's almost like it's supposed to be a parody of hot tub streams, but it's lacking the self-awareness, and she, at the end of the day, is the one that's by far the most bored by standing there for 4 hours or so, saying the same things over and over again like an NPC with only a few dialogue choices. She's clearly always trying to fill as much time as possible, and that ends with her just repeating herself constantly. Now, she does have mods, which I was very curious about because are the mods in on it? Do they know? And what I was learning from watching this stream a bit today is that the mods do seem pretty self-aware with what's going on. So when she's like hyping everyone up like it's all getting, it's all coming, everyone spam one and I'm about to fucking go hard, we're gonna get hog wild in here, we're jumping in this fucking hot tub, and I'm gonna be fucking squirting water out of my butthole, it's gonna get wild. The mods will play into it, but then the mods will like ask her a question to derail it. And then she'll spend like 15 minutes on that derailed question, like, oh, okay, enough talking about my birthday or whatever. Back to getting into this because it's time to start. We're already late. Time to start. So it feels like the mods as well as Taylor know what the play is here.
We got this, guys. All right, so we're gonna let it roar from the mountaintops. It is time to hit it and quit it. Type 1 in chat if you guys are ready to rumble. Type 1 in chat if you're ready to rumble. Type 1.
She just left for quite some time right here, which isn't uncommon. This is a very normal occurrence. This isn't like some kind of crazy phenomenon, like an anomaly that happened in the stream. She'll sometimes just get like way too bored, I guess, of like repeating herself. So she'll go out with a bang like it's the WWE. Like, alright, it's fucking go time. It's WrestleMania, brother. Type 1 in the chat if you're ready for the fucking stream. And then you'll hear her close the door behind herself, and then it's just silence for like 10 minutes, and then she'll come back and be like, alright, sorry guys, I had to get some water. It reminds me of that old shit on 4chan with Mr. Bones' Wild Ride, where it just never ends. Or that scene in The Fairly Odd Parents when Timmy Turner and his dad were on their way to a ride, but they're taking this long escalator, and Timmy says, when do we get to the ride? And the dad says, this is the ride. That's like her whole stream. And I guess it must work to some degree. Like, she is popular. I mean, 5,000 viewer average is very, very good. But I don't know if those are like actual viewers or people that just come in here for the spectacle of it and then leave. Because that feels like what it is. It's just people constantly coming in and leaving. It's just a really odd situation. But yeah, they're still going. She's up to like 4 hours, 15 minutes right now. So I'm just going to keep doing this video until she ends the stream, because I have to know how long she goes this time. Maybe I'm about to bear witness to her longest stall yet.
Alright, let it ring from the mountaintops. Yes, Nux, you know the drill. Let it ring from the mountaintops. Hear ye, hear ye, hear ye. Let's get it rocking and rolling. Let's get it rocking and rolling. Let's get it rocking and rolling. Let's get it rocking and rolling.
Yeah, it's still going. Pretty much the same as the first 4 hours, but I feel like we're entering into that final act here. One other thing I'd like to mention is she doesn't save her VODs because I imagine she doesn't want people to go to the VODs and realize that this isn't unusual. This is the whole stream of just like hyping people up to get started without ever getting started. Which I suppose is smart because she doesn't want to let people in on what's like actually happening here.
How many squats are about to go down? It's going down in the DM. Just joking, just joking. Alright, so everybody vote in chat, vote in chat, vote in chat. I'm only here for the chat, so.
We're now over the 4.5 hour mark, so we're reaching some pretty big milestones here. Now, she demonstrated one other thing she does a lot during her streams, which is running polls and stuff, and she'll do 10 minutes on the poll in order to fill an easy 10 minutes. So this one is how many squats should she do, and it's a 10-minute poll, which allows her to easily fill up another 10 minutes here.
Alright, we got this. Alright, so we're rocking and rolling. Let's keep it rocking and rolling. Alright, so without further ado, everybody, without further ado, chat, without further ado.
We're approaching 5 hours here, and it's still rockin' and rollin' time. I cannot imagine how she actually gets through a whole stream doing this, because that just seems like true anguish. Repeating the same lines over and over and over and over and over again. It doesn't stop. It hasn't stopped. It hasn't let up at all. Now, a lot of people call her a scammer for this, and I guess like by the technical definition she is, but she's scamming you out of your time and attention, I guess, which could be worse than scamming you out of your money, I suppose. She doesn't make nearly as many subs as all of the other hot tub streamers do, At least not by the numbers that I can see. So I don't even really understand what the motivation is to continue doing these like countdown streams as opposed to just doing like a hot tub stream at this point. Because she used to do like body painting and stuff, but now it's mainly this. And she seemed to have found a lot more success with the body painting stuff. So I don't know what really drove her to doing these kind of streams.
And 0.009. Guys,
We've made it past the 5 hour mark now. She did a countdown, hitting 0 and then getting into the deep decimal places. It's getting huge. The excitement is really building.
imagine standing my whole life. I mean, I imagine. I don't know what to say. All right, so we are hopping on.
We're over 5.5 hours now. I've just been grinding Slayer and RuneScape with this in the background, and it is unlike anything I've ever experienced. It's painful, but she's making a push for the world record here. I think it's gonna go to like 6 hours, 6.5 hours till she hops on stream for a couple minutes before ending. So I should be here for the world record run she's making right now.
So, howdy. Welcome to Jurassic Park, guys. So we are gonna get this ball.
5 hours and 55 minutes for her to make her first appearance here. That's wild. We just missed the world record here. She didn't quite break the 6 hour mark. But you want to know what's even wilder? Is she only stayed on stream for about like 6 or 7 minutes and then she left. And now it's just been this iPad here for like the last, I don't know, probably 8 or so minutes. Time is moving at such a weird pace right now with this fucking stream here. It's like purgatory. But yeah, now it's just an iPad and some music. I don't feel like sticking around super long to find out if this is the end of the stream. I have a sneaking suspicion it is. It just ends on the iPad and this music and she never comes back. This is just how she wraps it up. Just hopped in there for sub 10 minutes and said, alright, that's enough. Goodbye. What a fucking wild, weird stream channel. This is what she does daily, pretty much. Anytime I'm not logged in, her channel is recommended, and it's always this. I've just never bothered sticking around for more than like 2 seconds just to see if it's different. But today I wanted to see it till the very end, and it looks like I have. I'm not going to stay for another fucking hour of just watching this iPad here. Maybe my assumption is wrong and she does come back and do her squats that she said she'd do, or do anything that she says the stream is going to consist of. Maybe she comes back and fucking body paints. Who knows? I don't really want to stick around and find out. It's already been 6 goddamn hours. I've grinded so much in RuneScape, I want a break. So yeah, that's about it. See ya.